Welcome back to Freedom Match. My name is Rodney Moncur. Rodney Rule is my spiritual advisor. Today is Friday the 6th of September 2024. It's kind of quiet. I am hearing that crime is down today. I think it's powerful. The opposition deputy leader, Shenandoah Cartwright, who has been a subject of an investigation, has issued a statement over the fact that there is too much crime. It is an interesting development in view of the fact that the former Prime Minister and former leader of the Free National Movement, Dr. Hubert Alexander Ingram, has been greatly displeased by his management of public parks and beaches. It's a powerful development, so we should look at the political duplicity. And of course, duplicity to a large extent can be powerful, but we have to determine how do we hide our duplicity. So it's kind of complex, you will forgive me. This morning I spoke with the former Prime Minister, Perry Gladstone Christie. I had a wonderful cultural discussion and debate with Mr. Christie over the dispute in the Valley Boys. And Perry Christie is indeed a very unique cultural hero. So we look at what Mr. Christie had to say, and it's an exciting story that he gave me. I may not tell you everything, okay? But we had a wonderful, wonderful conversation, and Christie is committed to the Valley Boys surviving. And like many Valley Boys, he's also concerned over the fact that the Valley Boys has been coming last. And that is why I submit we need new leadership in the Valley Boys, because Campbell Clare can't dance, and Brian Adley, he sure has lost control. I'll come right back. I'm gonna have fun with the Valley Boys as we're rushing through the crowd. It's a wonderful day in the Bahamas. God save the King. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. The deputy leader of the official opposition, Shenandoah Cartwright, has spoken out against the increase in crime. We'll return to what the deputy leader of the opposition had to say after my spiritual advisor would have set the stage and provide the nation the kind of spiritual leadership that it needs. Bradley Roll, if it pleases you, behold the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Thanks so much, Sandra. Good to be here. We're going to go to the book of John, chapter 20. And John makes a very interesting statement here about the miracles that Jesus Christ actually performed. And he says there were quite a bit of them that he did. But the few that were recorded for a specific reason and purpose. And here's what he says. John says this in the book of John, chapter 20, verses 30 to 31. He says, and many other signs truly did Jesus in the presence of his disciples, which are not written in this book. But these are written that you might believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God, and that believing you may have life through his name. If it pleases you, producer, if you can get the NIV version, that'd be good. But yeah, Jesus did many other signs truly, and many other signs truly did Jesus in the presence of his disciples, which are not written in this book, meaning this book of John. He says, but these are written, the miracles that Jesus Christ performed, that you may believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God. That's the whole purpose of the miracles, getting you to believe in Jesus. And he says that by believing, you might have life through his name. John 20, 30 to 31. The NIV says, Jesus performed many other signs in the presence of his disciples, which are not recorded in this book. But these are written that you may believe that Jesus is the Messiah, the Son of God, and that by believing you may have life in his name. That's extremely powerful. John chapter 20, 30 to 31. The word of God is forever and ever blessed. Thank you so much, producer. And back to you, Senator.
I thank you, my spiritual advisor. In the aftermath of a Negro male by the name of Eddie Miller becoming the nation's 86th murdered victim yesterday, when 3 masked men, all of whom were suspected of being members of the Negro community, cornered him outside of a store at the corner of Cowpen Road and Fate Avenue and executed him in the presence of his wife and children. The Member of Parliament for St. Barnabas and the Free National Movement deputy leader, Shenandoah Cartwright, had some very powerful remarks to make as he criticized the governing Progressive Liberal Party for not introducing, if I'm quoting Mr. Cartwright correctly, for not introducing any impactful any impactful policies which are designed to push the crime situation back. So that is very significant in view of the fact that Shenandoah Cartwright has just been voted out of government about 3 years ago. You would recall that he was one of Dr. Hubert Minnis's blue-eye men. Let us not forget that as we look at his criticism and then examine what I call F&M duplicity. What is F&M duplicity? He had 3 years of being in power. He was very close to Dr. Minnis, and crime was going on. And what will the record show? An examination of the, I can't remember the institution of the House of Assembly that keeps the record. Do you remember the name of the institution that keeps the record, that records the debate? Well, that institution, an examination of that institution will show that during the period of which Shenandoah Cartwright was a member of the governing Free National Movement and currently serving as deputy leader of the Free National Movement, he has not tabled one bill. One bill designed to push crime back. He's not. And therein lack what I call F&M duplicity. And I know what duplicity is. Duplicity walks hand in hand with stupidity. And so let's look at what Shenandoah says, because he's the Free National Movement shadow Minister of National Security. So it becomes very important for those of us who are in opposition, for those of us who claim that we support the Free National Movement. Here is an opportunity. If Shenandoah Cartwright and his leader, Michael Pentard, are serious about the crime situation, why have they not tabled a bill? Nothing stops Shenandoah Cartwright from drafting a bill, presenting it to the Parliament, laying it on the table, and inviting any member of Parliament to give him a second. And once it is second, it goes on the agenda. It goes on the table. And then guess what happens? Then the Parliament must debate it. And then we can see whether or not Shenandoah and the F&M are serious. But no, they're not serious. They are attempting to exploit a situation so that they can come to power. But the killings took place under the Free National Movement. You would recall that Dr. Minnis had a first cousin who was murdered in an abandoned house at the corner of Meadow Street and Bain Street. And I can tell you that Dr. Minnis never visited that side of the family. He never visited that side of the family. And Natasha Minnis, the mother of that 5-year-old Negro lad, she went to her grave mourning. Now, how do I know that? She came to see me. She complained bitterly over how her first cousin is Prime Minister of the Bahamas and how insensitive Dr. Minnis has been. You want me to go another step further? Dr. Minnis' cousin was accused of murder. You recall, at the very end of Rosebud Avenue, a Negro male shooting at another Negro male killed a Negro child. So therein lies the hypocrisy. We cannot blame Dr. Minnis for relatives because the sins of a relative is his sin. But there were opportunities for the Free National Movement to bring the necessary bills, to move the impediments that would prevent capital punishment, that will cause capital punishment to be carried out. So Shenandoah is duplicitous, but it's not too late for us to see whether or not Shenandoah is man enough to prepare a bill and table it. That's how it's done. He's a member of Parliament. Goodness of mercy. These men, Dr. Dwayne Starnes, should immediately start that F&M Academy again. And this time, he should teach Shenandoah and the other Negro candidates how to draft a bill and how to table it. So you have a bunch of idle talk. If you are a member of Parliament, you move, you table the necessary bill, you put it on the agenda, and it is debated. But for the record, let's hear what Shenandoah says. Let us not forget that Shenandoah is a subject of an investigation because Shenandoah, as you knew, was in charge of public beaches and park, and Dr. Minnis was not pleased with how public beaches and park were managed, and they've not been able to get Dr. Minnis to keep quiet. No matter what his sins are, he's committed not to being silent. So let's look at Shenandoah Cartwright for what it is worth. We want to be fair to him. Government has failed of bringing impactful policies to fight crime, F&M deputy says. The Free National Movement deputy leader, Shenandoah Cartwright, yesterday accused the Davis administration. He said they have failed to bring, quote, real legislative, just bear with me for a second, real legislative tools for impactful policies to curb crime. His comment came as the Bahamas recorded its 86th Negro murder for the year, when a man was murdered in front of his children at a shopping plaza. Cartwright, who is the Shadow Minister of National Security, said the government has been, quote, incapable of articulating a comprehensive, immediate, and long-term anti-crime plan. That is what Shenandoah has told the Negro media. Continuing Shenandoah Cartwright, they fail at their most sacred duty of protecting the Bahamian people, he said in a statement. Our streets, says Shenandoah, remain a war zone, and the carnage is decimating communities. Bloodshed, bullets, and grieving families are called to commonplace and are almost daily occurrences. So he said families are called to commonplace almost on a daily basis. Let us look at his constituency, St. Barnabas. Let us not forget that there were at least 2 sisters who were slaughtered right in the heart of his constituency. Let us not forget that on Palm Tree Avenue, 2 juveniles, they slaughtered a 56-year-old Negro lad. And at every turn, there was a murder. Who was the member of parliament? Shenandoah Cartwright. What did he say? He didn't say anything because, like many politicians, he did not want to offend the relatives of those murderers who live in his constituency. That is not to say that there are not murderers living in any other constituency, but I'm looking specifically at murders that took place in the St. Barnabas constituency. It is not too late for Shenandoah to emerge as a hero of the Negro people. It is not too late for him to table a bill. What policy he thinks that the government has failed to introduce, that he can introduce. He can table bills. He can. He has a competent former attorney general in his party. In fact, he has 3 former attorney generals. You would recall that Mrs. Janet Boswick, she served as attorney general. You would recall that the Honorable Brent Simonet, he served as an attorney general. You would recall that the most recent attorney general was Senator the Honorable Carl Bethel. So what is he talking about? Shenandoah is pussyfoot. He's pussyfooting. He's playing politics. And I think it's sinful what he's doing. Because if he's sincere, and if he wants to put the PLP to shame, he will come with a revolutionary anti-crime bill, and he will come with a bill that is designed to move the impediment that prevents the state from executing Negro murderers. My spiritual advisor, Shenandoah.
If you just stop shouting, Sandra, you give me a headache, man. Listen to the show. These mics are sensitive. They can hear everything what you say. Now, let me tell you what I find to be very interesting about a person like you. You use the word duplicitous to describe the Honorable Member of Parliament for St. Barnabas, right? There's a word that is used similar to duplicitous to describe somebody who is, and the word is deceitful.
Really?
Yes.
So a person who's duplicitous
is it a
is
deceitful-
also
a
deceitful.
deceitful person?
I thank you for the education.
Wait, but just give me a second.
Go ahead, my spiritual advisor.
Now, you claim to be an F&M,
Yeah.
but you publicly and always use this platform for the sole purpose of critiquing, destroying, and maligning F&M.
What did I say that malign the Free National Movement? Is Shannon Daw our deputy leader?
He is. But let me
Did
finish.
he produce
Let me
a
finish.
bill?
But let me finish.
Come, my
Let me finish.
spiritual advisor,
Just-
stop being duplicitous.
No.
And therefore deceitful.
I'm not being deceitful. I'm just calling it as it is, right? You use this platform to find a way to attack any F&M MP, any F&M policy, any F&M agenda, and you try to destroy it. Even though you claim you're an F&M.
Should F&M
So
be
what are you doing? You're deceiving the public.
No.
You're not an F&M.
I am.
Why do you destroy something if you're trying to build
I'm
it?
not destroying it. I'm trying to raise Shannon Daw to a high standard.
Wow.
Taking into consideration that he is a subject of investigation.
He's a subject.
He who comes to equity. Just hold on for a second.
Has he been charged before any court?
I didn't say he was charged. Do you understand the concept? Let me educate you,
So
St.
you
Augustine.
say he's under suspicion then?
I said
Is he?
Listen to my words.
You say he's what? Subject to investigation.
Listen to my
what
words.
What does that mean?
Listen to my words. Will you listen? Pretend.
Producer,
pretend.
if I can get 2 pills to kill this headache, Rodney, you give me an instant headache today.
My spiritual advisor, would you like
it's crazy.
half an hour off? Would you?
At the break?
Yeah.
I'll get some
If
Panadol.
you are concerned about Shannon Daw, we need only examine his record. He who comes to equity must come with clean
So his hands is dirty.
Huh?
His hands is dirty.
Well, I agree with you.
No. That's what you're saying.
Well, he who
By
comes...
using that metaphor.
that is not metaphor. It's a major principle in English law.
He who comes
To equity must come with
right.
clean hands.
What does that mean?
He has come to equity. Let me tell my deputy leader, Shannon Daw Cartwright, he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. This is Freedom March. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. I'm training Shannon Daw. He does not know what he's doing. He needs training. And there's only 2 F&Ms who can train him. Dr. Dwayne Sands and me. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. During our adjournment, the Free National Movement activist Paul Billy has called me and he has attacked. Paul Billy, you're wrong. I've always held the PLP accountable. If you do not believe me, ask my minister, Minister Wayne Monroe. Monroe will tell you that every time I see him, I tell him, Monroe, when are you going to buy some brand new ropes? When are you going to move the impediments so that we can hang these murderers? I'll come back to what Paul Billy is saying. He's being very unfair, and he has no right to say that I'm not an FNM. If Paul Billy and I were standing out in the front of the Free National Movement headquarters, and the County Joe people pass, and you ask them, or the me and Paul Billy, which one looks like an FNM? They would say me, because Paul Billy looks like the PLP. And I, the sons of UBPs, I look more FNM than Paul Billy.
Just nonsense.
All right?
It's just political foolishness.
We'll pay bills, and after that, we'll have more funds with my
You're
party.
trying to say Paul Willie is black, you see?
But he is black.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with him being
Here's
black.
something else. Let's pay some bills.
Okay. Go ahead.
Looking for a quick getaway? Fly Western Air with daily flights from Freeport to Fort Lauderdale, starting at just $290 round trip, including 40 pounds of checked bags. Book your next adventure now at westernAirBahamas.com. Everybody needs money always, so send money internationally and locally through Western Union with MoneyMax. Download the MoneyMax app today to send cash instantly to a family member or friend anytime and anywhere. Sending money has never been simpler. The app is available on the Apple Store and Google Play Store. MoneyMax. Live your max life.
This is powerful. Well, folks, we began the show by criticizing the deputy leader of the opposition, Shannon Cartwright, who is the Free National Movement Shadow Minister of National Security. What do you think Shannon is doing? He's attempting to attack my minister, and I'll be damned if I allow Shannon to unfairly attack the minister. If Shannon wants to be successful in attacking the Minister of National Security, he should sit down with me and say, Brother Monka, as an FNM, what faults can you think of that the party can use to criticize Mr. Monroe? I would then say to him, my deputy leader, do you know that it is Wayne Monroe who knows how to move the impediment? See, I'll tell that to him secretly. Monroe wouldn't know I told him. But I'd say to him secretly and say, now, Shannon, when you attack again, you let everybody in the country know that there's one person who knows how to move the impediment, and that is His Lordship, Justice Wayne Monroe, who is the Minister of National Security. Immediately, that would stagger Monroe. But if he comes with concoction and duplicity, that can't work. The FNM lacks proper political leadership. You hear me? They don't know how to become an opposition. If they had spoken to me and said to me, Monka, can you quietly tell us where your minister's going wrong? I have the gift to say to him, this is what you need to do. But don't come with propaganda, don't come with misinformation, don't come with political slander and duplicity, because the spiritual advisor, as my spiritual advisor, has declared that one of the major elements of duplicity is deceit. And Shanador, I'll have you to know that the spiritual advisor, he loves you, he respects you, he holds you in high esteem, but today he has revealed that not only are you politically duplicitous,
No, don't do that.
Correct him.
No.
Correct him.
So, man, you know, it's amazing. I just hope people recognize how crafty you are.
You think I'm crafty?
You are very crafty,
even though I didn't go to
deceitful person.
Even though I didn't go to St. Augustine?
I said to you that this word duplicitous that you're using to describe the honorable member, that there is a similar word that can be used.
Okay.
And that word is either deceit, or being deceitful.
Or being deceitful.
Not at all implicating or at all trying to insinuate that the member is. I'm not saying that.
You're not saying that.
I am giving you the definition of a word.
Thank you, my spiritual advisor. Thank you. So, folks, I thank the spiritual advisor for educating me and letting me know that Shenandoah, the allegation I've levied against our deputy leader, the Honorable Shenandoah Cartwright, of being duplicitous. It is the same as Mr. Cartwright being deceitful. And that's terrible, because deceitful and deceit is as sinful as duplicity.
Wow.
I thank you, my spiritual advisor. I see where St. Augustine education has paid off. So your father did invest successfully. It's powerful. I want everybody to know that my spiritual advisor is not only an expert in holy scriptures, he's also an expert.
I just like to do word study. When you do word study, you learn a lot.
Okay, word study.
Yes, study words.
Study words.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get to know a lot by doing word study.
Well, let me test you then. May I test you?
No, you're not going to test me.
Wow! Wow! Yeah, you go to St. Augustine.
You're not going to test me.
You can pass it. I can give you an easy one.
You know, Santo?
I'm give you an easy one.
Hey,
you see, I
always say, right? You know what's interesting? No, I better not say that.
But then I will say it.
Yeah, let me not.
This is an easy one. You can pass this.
Let me leave that.
What do you study?
Let me.
You study words. Well, I will give you an easy one. You're my spiritual advisor, and I know the nation is watching. In the beginning was
the word.
The word. Be not afraid.
But watch this.
And the word was. And the word.
But that word, there's logos.
Well, educate me on logos, because
that's
Shenandoah lack logos. Just me, you know. Anyway, it's great. I thank God.
There's some good entertainment.
When Hubert Ingram came to power in 1992 and opened the airways, Finland would never have tolerated this. You hear me? The Free National Movement, in order to push its message, had to go in the United States, and they, or should I say us, the FNM and the Americans conspire to push propaganda into the Bahamas. But praise the Lord, Hubert Ingram came in 1992, and he opened the airways. So every free man can now responsibly express his political views and criticize the members of parliament. It's a wonderful day in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas as we, see Shenandoah wants to be Deputy Prime Minister, right? He wants to be in government. Well, by God, you gotta fight for it. And no FNM could come to power unless they're able to beat me. You heard me? They cannot come to power unless they are able to beat me intellectually. Now, I don't mean beat me when I show up at the convention. I'm an old man, I'm sick. I don't want the party to put any beating on me, because we did a lot of beatings as a party. We were very violent. We went into Popal track. We committed a serious crime. And then in Lewis Yard, some of us got beat up. That's the FNM. And in Andres, some of us got slapped. Men got slapped with women's slippers. They don't know nothing about that. And if they keep pushing me, I'm going to call the heroes of the party who got slapped with a woman's slippers. So it's a wonderful day in the Bahamas. And of course, Shenandoah has a right to be angry because it's really been too much murder. You will recall that Eddie Miller, a married man, 3 Negroes wearing masks yesterday killed him in the presence of his wife and his children who were dressed for school. And I hate reading the article in the media this morning as it described the emotional state of those little baby children as they held on to their father and they cry and wept and say, "My daddy." Oh boy, what a sad day in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. So Shenandoah has a right to be upset, even though him and Dr. Minnis didn't move the impediment. And I think I agree with Shenandoah that better must come, and the better can only come from the PLP. And it is my hope and prayer that the PLP would examine its history. We need to watch 4 powerful politicians in the Progressive Liberal Party. It was Pinley, Arthur Hanna, Paul Adley, and Clement Maynard. They did not allow murders to get out of hand. You heard me? They never allowed it. You decide you want to kill, they hang you. And so they were able to manage murder. This escalation in murder came under Pinley's twin political sons, Hubert Ingram and Perry Christie. But when Pinley, Arthur Hanna, Paul Adley, and Clement Maynard, when they run this country, you couldn't kill your ma. Only here under these modern leadership, you could kill your ma and your pa. You kill your ma, Clement Maynard, pop your neck. But now, the new generation of political leaders, they have been listening to foreign white people. Who are these foreign white people? These are the children of the Nazis. These are the children of the Gestapos. These are the people who are international gangsters. And they know that if they can convince the black people not to enforce the law, not to hang these murderers, they will destabilize your society. That's what's going on here. You hear me? This is a major conspiracy. And who are the conspirators? The Gestapos! Let me teach the FNM. Twin Sons should invite me. It is the Gestapos. It's the Nazis. You hear me? It is those gangsters who want to see this beautiful country destabilized. You Negroes would never have heard that. But guess what? It's not an original idea. I've been taught that, okay? And I remember what I was taught. And I was able to hold on to good teaching. And that therein lies the problem. I yearn for a day when young men like Shenandoah will emancipate himself and stand up like a real man. And as he stand up as a real man, you come to Parliament. That's how it's done. You lay bills on the table. And I would want to criticize Dr. Dwayne Sands, who is the professor emeritus at the FNM Academy. Dr. Dwayne Sands must teach these men how to write bills and table it. And there are competent people in the Free National Movement who could teach them. So Shenandoah will prove to me what he is by having a bill drafted. He can get professional assistance and table it in the Honorable House of Assembly and stop talking folly. All right? It's powerful. My spiritual advisor, you want to defend him anymore?
Do what you gotta do, Sandra.
I thank you. I thank you.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah. I thank you. You would recall that earlier I said that the examination of the Hansard, that is the official institution that documents the parliamentary procedure. So it's called the Hansard, and an examination of the Hansard will show that since Shenandoah been a member of parliament, he's never tabled a bill. Isn't that amazing? And if he has tabled a bill, I want him to tell the country that I misled them. But he's never tabled a bill. Job with members of parliament. I see why Dwayne Sands say that there's certain members of parliament that we ain't gonna run. All right? Shenandoah better learn to table some bills and bring bills, because I'll have him to know that he's up against a Negro grassroots exploit. That's me. Okay? And while I'm alive, I'll take them all on and I'll beat them. Okay? This is powerful. Lord, I thank you. I thank you, dear Lord, that in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas is an FNM, that's me, who can criticize the party. I call on PLPs to be like me and criticize the PLP the way I criticize the FNM. And it's powerful. Anything else you want to say? No, sir. Do you have anything mitigating for Shenandoah?
No, sir.
You don't have no other adjectives. A good one to describe him. No?
He is a member of parliament for
St. Barnabas.
Do you know how he won that seat?
How did he win it?
He was elected.
Yes.
You know why he was elected?
Why?
Because he's a good MP.
Okay.
Could I use the word good to describe?
You may use the word good. Any man who give you that many contracts, you should describe him as good. There's nothing wrong with that. The PLP gave me a contract, so the PLP is good. How does it sound? Same, I'm cutting it straight.
You know, the thing is at least today, for sure, we really can see who you are.
And who am I?
You're a hypocrite.
Really?
Let me describe this word, hypocrite, for you.
Go ahead, describe it for me.
So you can understand what it means.
You're my spiritual advisor.
All right? This word hypocrite, more than 2,000 years ago, was made very popular by Jesus Christ.
Really?
But in a negative way.
Okay.
If Jesus called you a hypocrite,
yes,
he's calling you a play actor.
A play actor?
Yeah.
Are you the Christ? Are you?
You're an actor, sir.
Are you the Christ?
That's what a hypocrite does.
Are you the Christ?
He acts.
Are you the Messiah?
Right?
Huh?
You portraying one thing.
Satan, I want you to get thee behind me, okay? How dare you tell me what I am? I'm a good citizen, and I'm pointing
you're
out.
an actor.
We are all actors, and we all have our entrance, and we do all have our exit. And at this point, I am at the center stage, am I?
Oh, yeah.
And so are you. So let's speak truth to power. Shenandoah is one of the most powerful men in the free national movement.
We're going to soon have some Academy Awards.
Well, I hope I win. I can act good, eh? I thank you.
Maybe you should get the Oscar.
Well, let's test it.
For the best actor.
Well, I don't want an Oscar.
In the leading role.
Unless, only Oscar I want if it's Oscar.
Am I using the right word?
If it's Oscar.
Oscar is film, Academy is music.
Really? Goodness me.
Oscar is film, and Grammy is music.
It's amazing how you Negroes are so influenced by the United States.
You should get an Oscar, man.
No. If they're going to give me...
Best actor.
No, if they're going to give me an award, I want the Sammy Swain Award. Do you know who he is?
Sammy Swain, no.
Yeah.
Who's Sammy Swain?
Look it up. Okay? I might have his surname incorrectly.
All I can say is you're good, sir.
Look up Sammy Swain.
You're a good man.
It's a man, if I have his name correctly, that the late Sir Etienne de Puch wrote about, and the late Cleophas Adderley wrote one of the greatest musical, I don't know how to call it, selection about him. I would want Sammy Swain Award. Okay? You take that on your Negro self. Well, folks, having finished with that, my spiritual advisor, why are you making game with me? Do you really think you should?
Oh boy!
Do you think you should?
At least my headache is. It's
going.
You know what? I've heard people say that if you have a headache and you drink a cup of cold water, that would ease it.
Really?
And it worked. Yeah.
Why? What me speaking truth? to power cause you to have a headache?
My headache is ease. I don't know what happened.
Huh?
I just probably need to check my pressure.
Yeah.
It could be my blood pressure.
I think your problem is you are refusing to look objectively.
You just caused my blood pressure to rise.
Really?
And,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm sure my doctor's listening. This is not good.
Well,
It's
you
not
know.
good at all.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. So, folks, you have heard the story about the killing yesterday, and so it is a terrible thing that is taking place in the country. You will also have heard that there are shortage of principals in our government school. Well, once again, we are having problem with principals. We have principals who are committing and being accused of crime. You see, Melinda Wilson will not say it. In our magistrate court is a principal who's on trial. What the hell the principal doing fighting? What is this? But you Negroes ignore that. I am an F&M. In June, I went to the F&M convention. I was attacked by two of the greatest F&M. And what did I do? Notwithstanding that they fire all kind of blows at me. At my age, I thank God that I was able to move my head, dodge. But I had my walking cane. All right, I'll show it to you. I had this in my hand. And I did Kung Fu. Notwithstanding that I did Kung Fu, I could have done that and then come up. But I refused to be violent. First of all, I was at our convention and I didn't go there to be violent. So I remained calm until the police rescued me. And I told the police, no, I'm not going to prosecute those two F&Ms who almost beat me up because they're my brothers. And I refused to prosecute them. So what the teacher and the principal then doing? Why the principal not setting a good example? And how is it that the education minister has not called in the principal and lecture him? How is it that Belinda Wilson, how is it that she has not joined the Minister of Education and condemning teachers who are trying to fight one another? There is no Negro who could tell you. I'll give you an idea, and I'll be very careful. Do you know that where Belinda come from was one of the biggest gang? Ha! Do you know it? Do you know Linda, our president, the neighborhood that she grew up in, had one of the biggest gang? You Negroes don't know it. And that is why I call on Belinda to talk to these young people and talk to the teacher them. Y'all didn't know that, hey, check with me. Okay? I'm from Black Village. And she is 1.5 miles north of Black Village. I'll go no further than that. Now, having said that, I'm very disturbed over something that is happening in the Ministry of Education. And I'm going to make a public appeal to the minister. There is a piece of discrimination that is taking place in our public school, and I'm very upset over it. I'm very upset over it, and I need not to be upset because physically I'm sick, and I don't need the necessary stress. Now, why is it that a young girl is being denied admission to high school because she doesn't have any national insurance card? Oh boy, it's just amazing. Why? When in the Education Act it says that if you don't have a national insurance card, you cannot be admitted to a public school when the child is not responsible for the Negroes at the NIB who refused to give her an NIB card. So, school open and no school for her. Now, why am I hurt by it? I'm hurt by it because notwithstanding that her mother is born in the Bahamas, her mother is the daughter of Haitian immigrants. But her mother is a citizen of the Bahamas, and therefore the child is a citizen. And you know how we go. When we show up for NIB, they ask us all kind of foolishness. Where you going with your Haitian name? It's not a Haitian name, it's a French name. So there is a young girl who's black and beautiful, but they refuse to take her into public school because her mother can't get the Negroes at NIB to give her a national insurance card. And there's nothing in education now. I'm coming back to it. I don't like it. I want it to stop. All right? I want that to stop. I want every child to be admitted to school until they get their NIB card. Oh boy. This is Freedom March. God save young people. God save the King. I'll be right back after the break. Hold on, everybody. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monka. Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor, and it is birthday times. I'll start out by doing the first birthday, and then I'll leave the rest to my spiritual advisor. So I want to wish Sister Sabrina Johnson. She is from Love Hill, Andros. And I have been advised that Sister Sabrina Johnson is one of the women them. She accepts my Negro leadership. And Sister Sabrina, I want to wish you a happy, happy birthday. This is powerful, my spiritual advisor.
Okay, we got a couple birthdays today. Let's do these quickly. Stephen Goulburn celebrate happy birthday. Celebrating his birthday today. It's her second birthday, so happy birthday to Stephen Goulburn. Nico Roll, you want to wish Nico Roll a happy birthday, especially it's coming from your wife and your children, especially your mother Lucy, and from all your family in Broward. Enjoy your birthday. Nicola Russell, we'd like to wish Miss Nicola Russell and Nassau a happy birthday. It's coming from your husband, Pastor C.Y. Russell, and son also from your family in Broward. They want you to enjoy your birthday. Matthew Morris Jr., we'd like to wish Matthew Morris Jr. and Broward a happy birthday. It's coming from your wife, your children, your sisters, your brothers, your nieces, nephews, especially your parents, Tremy and Matthew Sr. Enjoy your day. Leisha Nick Boleg, happy birthday to Leisha Nikki Boleg. It's coming from her parents, Pernilla and Leslie Boleg, your mother Shanda, your grandmother Ellen Boleg, sister Yashira, your niece Denisha, aunts and uncles and cousins, especially Delia, Vanna, Jashawn, Ray, DJ, Amber, also from her parents, Loka, Delancey, Mystics, Loves, Prats, all your friends. Happy birthday. Okay, Joseph. We want to wish Joseph 69th birthday. He's deaf and dumb. Greetings coming from his sister, his Jackie, your brother John, your sister Kayla, your niece Yvette, and Colette, nephews, and family and friends. So happy birthday to Joseph. He's 69. Okay. Happy birthday to Bernie. Wishing you many more great birthdays. It's coming from the entire Mackey and Knowles family. Happy birthday to Chevette and Shavonda. Chevette and Shavonda celebrating the birthday. It's coming from the entire family and also from Nikki. Marquise, we'd like to send Marquise a happy birthday. It's coming from your parents, Marcus and Joan, Samantha, Francis, Smith, grandparents, siblings, JJ and Sia, aunts, uncles, cousins, and grandparents. They love you. Happy birthday to Marquise. So Deante Musgrove is celebrating the birthday. The one and only daughter of Maureen Musgrove. Deante Musgrove Thompson, who's coming from her parents, John and Maureen Musgrove, family and friends. Happy birthday to Deante Musgrove. We'd like to send a shout out. Oh, is that it? All right. So that's it. Is that done?
What's that?
Oh, we want to announce some free prostate cancer screenings, September the 17th, 2024. To September the 26th. So there's going to be some free prostate screening for men who are 40 years and older. Know what your PSA is. Let's see. So prostate screening clinics will be held as follows. On Tuesday, the 7th of September, the Elizabeth Estates Clinic. On Thursday, September the 19th, the Flamingo Gardens Clinic. Tuesday, September the 24th, the South Beach Clinic, and Thursday, September the 26th, the Fleming Street Clinic. So this is a free cancer screening. The Cancer Society of the Bahamas wants all men 40 years and older, please know your PSA and DRE health. Please, face mask is required. So that's from September the 17th, 2024 to the 26th of September, 2024. Thank you so much. Producer, let me make sure. That's it? Thank you.
Before I make comments on prostate, I want to shout out the Chief Immigration Officer, Miss Connie Gibson. So Miss Connie Gibson is the Chief Immigration Officer. And I would like to salute her. It's powerful.
So, I missed one. We want to also give a happy belated birthday shout out to Orly McPhee. She's celebrating. She celebrated her birthday. Sorry, Orly, I should have done this earlier. Happy birthday to Orly McPhee. It's coming from all your family and friends. We want to wish you a happy belated birthday. You're 67. All right, so you're getting close.
This is powerful.
Indeed.
Well, folks, I was so excited that my spiritual advisor has read that public health announcement, and I call on men because my education is such that many things that the scientists believe in, I don't believe in it. And I thank God that I have the ability to say to people, I do not believe in it, but I'm not a doctor. I don't believe in it, but I'm not a scientist. My examination of my mother's family, those of the men who've had prostate problem have principally been men who've not been faithful in their relationships. So my anecdotal investigation suggests that one of the major problems contributing to prostate problems on my female side of the family is those who are keeping sweetheart. And therefore, that is not scientific. You will go to a doctor because there was a news editor who was extremely upset with that. He went to the doctor. He told the doctor what I said. The doctor told him that what I was saying was not scientific. And he came to brag and boast. I said, I'm not trying to get in any medical debate. All I want you to do is, if you're keeping sweetheart, stop. Because sweethearting contributes on my mother's side of the family to prostate problem. Now, you may keep sweetheart, and then on your mother's side of the family, your prostate is perfect. But prostate needs to go home. Now, you all don't have to listen to me, but that is my advice. Prostate, which many people say that what I'm saying is not scientific.
No, it's not.
But the neck,
no,
I want you to listen to what my spiritual advisor, you will talk about your prostate in a few seconds. But the anecdotal evidence. See, I'm not talking about the spiritual
What evidence?
family.
We're
Anecdotal.
not interested in that. We want scientific.
I know you're not interested in
want
that.
scientific
I know
evidence.
you're not interested in that. You could continue to keep sweetheart.
No, I'm not saying that I do.
Go ahead.
And see, that's what you see.
Right.
You must understand what you're doing, son.
What am I doing?
You got to be careful of that.
What am I doing?
You're sending a message to women out there
Yes.
who may encounter their husbands being diagnosed with prostate cancer, that these females said, okay, you've been keeping sweetheart, eh? So this will happen to you. When you
But
understand
they
me?
would only be
They should only
be concerned if they're married to my family. I'm not talking about the other people.
Okay.
I said anecdotal evidence.
Okay, so this only relates to your family.
Yes.
Nobody else family.
I would hope not. So that's it. So that is fine. And then on Tuesday, I had a female who came to see me, and she was concerned. She said to me that she needed to have her breasts done a mammary glands. So for a second, I smiled, and I said, "You need what?" So
Does her husband smoke?
well, I didn't go into that. So
it's another crazy thing.
If it is God's will, you stop saying that, my spiritual advisor. If it is God's will, I happened to ask a doctor a couple of days ago. I went to see a doctor. I said, "Man, I have a woman, and she say if I know how we can get her to have this breast test." And the doctor shocked me. I just said that. He said, "What you mean? Don't you know that Sept is doing it?" And so for a second I had to catch myself. I say, "He's a doctor now?" So the doctor said, "Man, stop. Sept is giving women free mammary examination." I didn't know that, and I forgot to send a text to ask him to confirm it. So by Monday, I shall confirm it, and if I do, I will call on every woman, all right, to line up and have your free mammary test. That's what the doctor told me. I was shocked, all right? And in the meanwhile, I call on men who are smoking cigar to stop it. I call on men who are smoking dope to stop it. I call on men who are drinking bad rum and are in a relationship to stop it, because the anecdotal evidence in my mother's side of the family, I'm not talking about nobody else's family, that it is not good for your female companion's breast. No cigar, no marijuana, no bad rum. And I know doctor, and I ain't trying to influence anybody medically. Go to your health professional and listen to what they say. But I'm only telling you the anecdotal evidence in mama family. All right? And I don't want no man marrying or liking any female in my family if they're smoking dope, smoking cigar, smoking biddy, and drinking bad rum. All right? It's powerful. So, do you wish to contradict me, my spiritual advisor?
No, we can
Okay,
move on.
well, let's talk about Perry Christie for a few seconds, because I had an opportunity to speak with him this morning. I was so excited that Christie and I had a very wonderful cultural discussion. His desire to see the Valley Boy successful. And at one point, I believe I may have hurt his feelings when I said to him, Christie, how many years the Valley Boys have been losing? And for a second, he appeared to take a, and then he said, boy, we've been losing for many years. So this is one of the problems that Campbell Clare, the attorney at law, and Brian Adley, they don't understand that the Valley Boys under poor cultural leadership has been losing. And therefore, we need unity. Take, for instance, the brass band of the Valley Boys. It's one of the best brass band. The leader of the brass band happens to be a Holy Ghost man. He belongs to the Church of God of Prophecy. You hear me? And if you run into a Negro Christian from the Church of God of Prophecy who is a part of the Church of God of Prophecy brass band, and he in your Junkanoo group, you're blessed. I can't remember the other Negro man who also assists him in the brass group. And the brass, over 100 of them, they have rejected Campbell Clare and Brian Adderley leadership, and they've gone over to the legitimately registered Valley Boys led by Trevor Davis. So it's a great day. But, you know, I don't want Christie to be too active in this because, you know, he had a small surgery on his heart or his chest. And these things could raise your pressure, okay? And Christie is my cousin. And I want to wish him good health. And I was so excited when he spoke to me this morning and he brought me up to date. And I recognized that I'm going to have to tell the Commissioner of Police there'll be no need for me to sign any cultural warrant to arrest Mr. Christie. It's beautiful. So I just thought I'll tell that to you because Christie was born in Tappan Bay. My father was born in Tappan Bay. You see? I don't want to go no further than that. So we're a close family. I also want you to know that Belinda Wilson, who I'm criticizing, she's family to me and Perry Christie. But the problem here is I don't have the kind of class that Belinda has. So she don't own me. But we are family. See, Belinda, grandmother, is a Carey out of Tappan Bay. Well, where you heck you think my grandma come from? She's a Carey out of Tappan Bay. You heard that? And my grandchildren are Careys out of Tappan Bay. You see? So Belinda and I are related. So watch out for me when you hear me criticizing these people. I only decide I'm going to let everybody know that. And I'm saying it so that when Belinda see me, she wouldn't curse me out too hard. Belinda and I is family. And our Carey is them Conky Joe Carey. Okay? Don't mind me and Belinda Black. We come from the Conky Joe Carey, okay? Or the Topham Bay. Watch out for me, okay? Now, Cousin Belinda, I want you to pick up pace and do good things. And you tell the Ministry of Education to stop denying poor black children admission to school. What the heck do you mean she can't come to school until she get NIB card and national insurance wouldn't give the child the card? So what we can do? Keep out of school, cost her not to get an education. Y'all don't like black people. That's your problem. Y'all don't like black people. All right? And I'm upset over that. Okay? I want y'all to learn to love black people. Okay? Learn to love black people. And stop this discrimination. Learn to love Haitian people. Okay? You have to stop doing that, man. Let the girl go to school until NIB make up their mind and give her NIB card. The people is saved, man. And guess what? The person who's denying her is professing to be a saved person. All right? And if I wasn't sick, and if my foot them wasn't hurting me, I'll go to that school, stand up with my placard, call the teacher name and say, "Thou art not saved." Because if you were saved, you will not suffer that little black girl. Huh? I'll stop this nonsense with who's Haitian and whom are born this way and so forth. I'll stop it. All right? I'm tired of it, man. Listen, I can't wait to go home. I may as well tell it to y'all. I can't wait to leave the earth and go home to Jesus. Because y'all ain't saved. Y'all ain't got no love in your heart. Y'all come up with all kind of silly excuse to deny poor black people an education. And that is why I am going to stay with Donald Trump, because I believe that Donald Trump loves us. I believe that Donald Trump loves the Negro people, and we're going to pray for Donald Trump. I need a man who's going to build a wall bigger than the Chinese wall. Do we have a picture of the Chinese wall so the black people would understand? Here is the world's biggest wall. This is the wall of China. China's had this wall for 5,000 years, and no one, since the Chinese built this wall, has built a wall as big, as long, as large, as wide. I am convinced that Donald Trump will build a wall bigger than this.
He'll never be able to do that.
You stop that, my spiritual advisor.
What are the facts? He'll never be able to do that.
Why?
Do you know how long that wall is?
How long that wall is?
More than 21,000 kilometers long.
Well, I don't know
which is about 13,000. Let me give you the facts. Let me give you the facts, okay?
Tell it to me.
This Great Wall of China,
yes,
is about 21,196 kilometers, or 13,171 miles long.
Okay.
Now, the Mexican border.
Yes.
How long is that border?
I don't know.
1,921 miles.
Okay. And after Mexico is what other country?
There's water on both sides.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, then I want to build a wall around.
So you'll not be able to build a wall that long, Sandra.
What about high? Anyway, it is my hope and prayer. I heard what my spiritual advisor has said, but it is my hope and prayer that Donald Trump wall will be bigger than the Chinese wall, longer than the Chinese wall. And it's such a wonderful debate going on in America as the Americans. It's beautiful the Americans are rowing over the wall. Isn't it beautiful? Have you heard their little children? They're all rowing over the wall. I don't know why we don't build one wall here in Nassau so we could have that same fun.
We need a seawall separating us from Haiti. How about that?
That's impossible. Because when Haiti in 2010
we need a seawall.
No.
So you can't come this way.
No. When Haiti in 2010 had a tremblement de terre. Remember the tremblement de terre?
Earthquake, yeah.
It now was shock.
Okay.
Haiti and us.
We need to build a seawall.
We are all one. All right? And I don't care.
On the same fault belt. I don't know if you want to use that.
My spiritual advisor will be all one. We're not going to build any wall. They're Mexican, American.
Yeah, we need a seawall.
The Haitians, like us, are African. So once again, today is the 6th, and it looks to me like 6 from 30 is 24, and 24 and 30 and 31 is how much? 24 and 31 is what?
You're trying to figure out how much
I'm trying to figure out how many more days before Donald.
53 or so. 53 days.
That
maybe.
long so?
Yeah, it's November the 10th, right?
Well, folks, I cannot wait. Lord, spare my life. Let me see Donald Trump return to the White House. Lord, help Donald Trump to make America great again. And Lord, I want America to be great again. I want Donald Trump to build a big wall. I think it's wonderful. And it is my hope that Donald Trump wall will be bigger and greater than the Chinese wall, because the Chinese has the biggest wall in the world. And I've forgotten to ask Perry Christie when he went to China if he had enjoyed walking along this wall.
13,000 miles.
So it is beautiful. We have to outdo the Chinese.
That's why it's called the Great Wall of China.
Yeah, I want the Great Wall of America, and I want Donald Trump to make America great. I want Donald Trump to have the best armed forces. I want him to bring peace in the holy and ancient city of Jerusalem, and I want him to bring peace to Ukraine. Lord, this is Rodney Monka from Nassau, Bahamas. Lord, I publicly declare, and I petition you, dear Lord, give Donald Trump the victory. This is my prayer in Jesus' name. And Lord, if it is not your will, then Lord, let your will be done, so that men everywhere will know that Jesus is supreme. It's powerful.
All right, so you have some homework to do on the weekend.
God said the king.
And I hope this does.
What homework do I have?
Here's what you need to do.
Yes.
Ask your assistant to send you some information on a man by the name of Alan Lichman.
Who is Alan Lichman?
Lichman was able to correctly predict the last 3 presidential elections.
Okay.
And now he's predicting this one.
Okay. What did
I don't want to upset you, so I won't tell you what he
My
says.
spiritual advisor, tell it to me
now,
so I can take it to Jesus.
He says there are 13 keys to the White House.
13 keys.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he explains every one of them.
Give me the keys.
And the last 3 predictions, or two predictions he's done,
yes,
he broke them down.
Yes.
And he was spot on with all of his predictions.
And what has he predicted?
He's predicted that Kamala Harris will win the election.
Okay.
And he has gone through these 13 keys, explaining from the economy to the war to other stuff that deals with the American politics.
Okay.
And he shows you where Kamala Harris is, and he shows you where Donald Trump is. And he's been spot on with his prediction, all of his predictions.
Okay.
And he has predicted that Kamala Harris, based on these 13 keys,
13 keys
will win the election. Mind you,
keys is like,
you remember K-E-Y-S.
Okay.
Well, you know, I guess it's metaphorical.
Not C-A-Y-S.
No.
Okay.
So there are 13 keys to get into the White House.
Well,
he says Donald Trump is going to lose.
I'm going to pray against him. Lord, this Rodney, I'm the only person in the Bahamas who's publicly asking you to have Donald Trump elected. Do Lord Jesus. And if it is your will not for it to happen, Lord, let thy will be done. It is the prayer of your servant, Rodney Monker. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor, and of course, I'm going to invite him to
Open the lines.
go ahead, my spiritual advisor.
But before we open the lines, let's pay some bills quickly. So if you're looking for a quick getaway, fly Western Air with daily flights from Freeport to Fort Lauderdale, starting at just $290 round trip, including 40 pounds of checked bags. Book your next adventure now at westernairbahamas.com. Everybody needs money always, so send money internationally and locally through Western Union with Money Max. Download the Money Max app today to send cash instantly to a family member or friend anytime and anywhere. Sending money has never been simpler. The app is available on the Apple Store and Google Play Store. Money Max. Live your max life.
This
All right.
is powerful.
To the lines. We're going to open the lines.
Hold on a second, my spiritual advisor. Just relax.
You just told me.
Just relax, my spiritual advisor. I'm back. Lord, before the spiritual advisor open the line, I bring before you the incoming world leader, President Donald Trump. Lord, I'm the only person, it appears, in the Bahamas who's praying for Trump victory. Lord, this Rodney Monker. I live in Black Village. I'm a poor man, my Lord. And Lord, give us the victory, Donald Trump, my spiritual advisor.
Is your heart right on that though?
My heart
Your
is
heart, whenever
my
you approach
heart.
God, you have to have a right heart.
My
Your heart
heart-
got to be pure.
My heart
And
is
before
right.
you can approach him though, were you baptized for the remission of sins?
My spiritual advisor.
Because God ain't hear that.
Thou knowest not what thy speak it. Go now. Go now and open the line. Okay? And let me start off that. To the Negro lady who answered the question correctly, we have for you a $50 voucher.
Meat voucher.
You may come and collect it. And of course, I want you to know that with 50 pounds of meat, I only want 2 pieces. This is powerful.
All right, the line's open. 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775, 698-0776. You can call us. We got about 20 minutes to entertain some calls. So the lines are open now. Don't forget to turn your radios and your televisions down when you call us so we don't get that feedback. 323-7775, 698-0775, 698-0776. We have any calls here, producer? All right, welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Yeah, give me an access to what I'm going to do.
So,
Not only that you, can you hear me?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Not only that you're spiritual advice, you're also mind leader.
Yes. Go ahead.
Because when you're talking about dealing with war in China, I mean, in Mexico, I would say the same thing what you were saying, the sea wars. So they can't.
Wow.
I totally agree with you, spiritual advice.
All right, we got you. We got you. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, like,
Yeah, man. Take care. Have a good weekend. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Hello.
Caller, you're live.
Hey, Reese, a spiritual advisor. How
Yep.
you doing?
I'm doing fine. How you doing, sir?
All right. The sleeping man on the side. Then let me talk to you, man.
Go ahead.
That red cap on. Rodney Monker.
So,
Hey, you know what I'm wondering?
what?
Did you take that red pills today? The pig pills?
Yes, I did.
You came very unseemly today, man. I said, well, you won't take your pills.
I took my pills.
You must need to take a double dose there because you carry on very ill at times.
Okay.
Yeah. You gotta tone yourself down, man.
I shall.
You're on national TV, you know.
I forgot.
And that American flag you have on the side of a Bahamian flag.
If you look behind the
You
spiritual
need to move that flag.
No. Behind the listen to me, Negro. Behind the spiritual
That's patriotic. Stop it.
behind the spiritual advisor is the flag of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, and it's a huge flag.
I'm talking about you. take that flag down.
No, sir. Not
No,
until...
not on American television. This is a Beeman television station.
No.
Stop it.
I'm campaigning. Why don't you stop your racism? You don't like
Why
Trump.
did you go to American campaign?
I scared a plane.
You're racist.
I'm not a racist. If I was a racist, I would not be supporting
producer,
Donald.
Get this man off the TV.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't want to talk to him no more.
You're not safe. Hello, next caller.
Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live. You're live, caller. Go ahead. 323-7775. It's the number to call. 698-0775 and 698-0776. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live. Caller, are you there? All right, we lost that caller. 323-7775. Call us. The line's open. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live.
Rodney,
Yes, ma'am.
Donald Trump, the Lord.
Oh, Lord. Let's pray for his victory, eh? You hear me? Let's pray for the victory.
Okay, we lost that call. All right, 323-7775. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. How y'all doing?
You're doing well. Thank you.
Awesome. Mr. Montgomery, why you beating this Trump for Donald Trump?
I think he is a wonderful statement.
Yeah.
I think he will make America great again. And he's good.
That's not right.
He's good for the Bahamas.
Yes, do you recall, every time I hear Trump's name, I recall the January 6th incident. Do you recall that?
America has always had revolutions, and revolution never go back.
Not in our lifetime. We've never had always had a smooth transition of power.
You will not remember when the Americans declare independent from our blessed sovereign, King George III.
So what year was that?
That would have been around 1776.
Okay.
Then you would recall that during
Okay.
1865 or thereabout, leading up to
Yeah.
1865, there was
Right.
another revolution
Right.
when Abraham Lincoln emancipated the African Americans.
Okay. Mr. Monka, for 200 years they have had smooth transition of power. And the one time Donald Trump sat in the office, he caused a problem. Now, just like you
Hold on a
predicted,
second. Where were you in 2000 when the Supreme Court of the United States had to make a decision as to whether Democrat Al Gore or George
Yeah,
Bush?
but Mr. Monka, in that case, Al Gore relinquished, he gave in.
No, the
Not
Supreme
Donald Trump.
No. The Supreme Court ruled against him.
Yeah, I know, but Al Gore didn't question that.
Well, he can't-
Today,
he can't-
Even to this day,
You cannot
Donald
question the
Trump
final
still
court
questioning the
will.
election result.
Listen to me.
And just like you say, Mr. Monka, if he lose, there will be another incident in the U.S.
I
Not
never
if,
said that.
When he lose.
I never said that. All that
No,
I'm
you said that.
Well, let me help you with that. All I'm saying is we have to look at who Donald Trump is. Donald Trump is a wonderful American
He don't
citizen.
believe in democracy, Mr. Monka.
Listen to me for a second.
Okay.
Donald is a Caucasian. He's not Negro. Donald has alleged that the government of the United States stole the election from him.
And he's the only one who feels that the court say otherwise.
Listen to me. It has not reached the Supreme Court yet. But this is what Donald say. And I show what's going on because I'm a Negro living in the Bahamas. But when the white man, listen to me. Listen to me. When a former president of the United States accused the government and say they thieved the election, I, as a Negro, has to listen and learn.
No. See, Donald Trump is like any other president that the U.S. ever had. You don't want to see him in the office again. Definitely not.
Listen, if I'm alive and I'm healthy, I'm going to ask one of the Junkanoo group to come to Black Village. We're going to rush and we're going to have fun. Okay? And I want you to remember.
Kamala Harris accept your leadership because she's going to be the next president.
Well, I'm going to pray against it. That's all.
Yeah.
But
she's invited for Count Salad.
All I'm going to say is vote for Trump. Yes, indeed. Trump knows what the people need.
Mr. Montgomery, another note. You and your Minister of National Security, you say you hold the secret to resolving this problem.
Yes, he does.
Okay, so we can rightfully place all the blame where it rightfully belongs.
Well, I have no problem if you put the blame on the minister, because I'm trying to get the minister to do certain things now.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you too,
Go
Carl.
well.
Take care.
You see what kind of F&M I am?
I appreciate that.
And I work for the minister.
Do well yourself.
Okay.
Welcome back on board.
But I never left the party.
Okay.
It's y'all who throw me out.
Yeah, you fight hard against us, though. You fight hard.
No, I was only fighting for the truth. The truth, the Bible says, shall set you free. It's powerful.
Yeah, we love you. We still love you, Mr. Montgomery.
Well, you must not attack me when I come to the next convention.
They got to do better than that.
Yeah,
they got to do better.
it's disgraceful. Thank you,
Yes,
Ed.
it is.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Go ahead, my spiritual advisor.
Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Hello, Mr. Monk. Hello, good day. How you doing?
All right,
Good
sir.
evening.
That's good. Mr. Montgomery,
So,
how are you, sir?
I am fine, praise the Lord. How are you?
God is good. God is good. Can't complain the world.
All right.
You know, I just following up your topic,
Yes.
And I just wanted to say that you're not the only Bahamian who is voting for Trump.
This is powerful.
This is very powerful. I
Yes.
feel that Trump, most people criticize Trump on the works that he does, but I feel that Trump is a person who feels that if something isn't right, then he got to make it right.
Yes.
So you can't blame the man for doing what he is doing, because I feel that that's just what he's supposed to do.
Of course. And not
Yes,
only
sir.
that, Trump now has a Bible. Before Trump, it was our blessed sovereign King James. But by
sir.
grab, which president in the United States got a Bible? Donald Trump.
Well, anyhow.
Other than Donald Trump, you have to ask the question.
Yeah, other than Donald Trump. I thank you, eh?
And no one, you can't give you an answer on that.
No, he can't. Thank
No.
you, eh?
Because it was a proven fact that he carries his Bible around everywhere he goes.
This is
What
powerful.
translation is it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's why when the assassination was completed.
Right.
So I feel that he should come back in power.
You're a good man. Are you a Negro?
Yes, sir. I am a fellow Negro.
This is powerful. We didn't.
I am also a fellow Negro that loves fresh bread.
This is powerful, but I'm certain on election by that president, he also loved fresh bread.
I will assume also.
This is powerful. Okay, take good care and have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend, caller.
I appreciate you, sir.
All right, sir. This is powerful.
Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Good afternoon, Mr. Monka and Mr. Spiritual Advisor. How y'all doing?
We are
You're
fine,
doing well,
sir.
Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Mr. Monka,
Sir,
I am in agreement with you
really?
in President Trump being the 47th president.
Lord, I thank you.
And I'm going to tell you why I'm in agreement of that.
And are you a
A
Negro?
lot of people... Say it again, sir?
Are you Negro?
Yes, sir, I am.
Lord, I thank you. Go ahead.
The reason why I'm in agreement with you,
Yes.
because unlike other people who just looking at Kamala Harris's skin color,
Right.
a lot of them like to play forget.
Yes.
Because years ago, they were celebrated her as a American Indian,
Yeah.
the first American Indian.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's not even talking about her partner, who literally led Georgia burn
Really?
because of Black Lives Matter. Yes, ma'am? Yes, sir. Sorry.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And unlike the current Biden-Harris administration,
Yeah.
Trump loved his country.
Oh, Lord, I thank you. Speak, brother, speak.
See, I'm not going to be like other people who just follow mainstream media
Right.
and swallow everything they say.
Right.
Because they lie.
And
And
I-
like you say, fake news is a thing.
Yes.
See, and if you actually go back to what people actually say,
Yes.
they would actually silently admit, you know what, during his time as president, that
Yes.
was the best 4 years of my life.
Wow.
And now, look at the current administration.
Yes.
They got migrant out the wazoo.
Oh,
They
Lord.
got Venezuelan gangs
Yes.
taking over their neighborhood with guns.
We need a
And the
wall.
police, the only thing the police do is stand by and say, oh, well, this is a sanctuary city. We can't do nothing.
It's
The
terrible.
migrants, think about it, sir.
Yeah.
The migrants have more benefits than the actual people who live there. How is that right?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Listen.
And you mean to tell me we have people here who saying, "Oh yeah, man, Kamala Harris is a good leader." Are you insane?
Wow.
Look up this woman's history.
Wow.
Before y'all just spout and say, "Oh, she's a black woman." Look up her history.
And she's
her
not
daddy
black.
was not black, and her mommy was not black.
That is true.
Being Jamaican does not make you black.
That is true. And those of us who are Negroes, a part of our ancestry is the white man. Donald Trump
Yes, sir.
is our ancestor, okay?
And my main thing, I would like to encourage other behavior.
Yes.
Before y'all just run with mainstream media says,
Right.
do your research on these people.
This is
I look at
powerful.
results,
Yes.
and I look at your policy.
Yes.
I don't look at your skin color.
Right.
Because you want to know the person that did the same thing? Obama. And look what happened.
Yeah.
8 years of waste.
Yes. Well, you can't say race now because all those who support, Sicilian, Obama set them free.
Sir, I call it waste because in the 8 years he was in power, he did nothing for black people.
Don't
he
you
did not
ever
empower
forget.
black people. He didn't help black people.
Well,
You
Obama
wanna know
wasn't
who helped
black.
black people? Trump helped black people, and he has a history of doing it.
He
But
love
the
us.
problem is people like Swallow with mainstream media saying,
Yeah,
"Oh,
Trump.
all of a sudden he's racist."
Yeah.
When he decided to run for president, come
Yeah.
on, man.
He love us.
Yes, sir.
Trump loved the Negro.
Thank you, caller.
Trump loved
Yes,
the
sir. Thank you.
Negro people.
All right, take
God
care.
bless you, eh? That Negro man is not racist. He loves white people. He ain't into color. And I love a Negro who loves
Well,
white people.
I want to see if the Indian or Kamala could go down to a Cracker Barrel restaurant and say they ain't black.
My spiritual advisor.
Welcome to Freedom March.
Don't
Call
forget
your
the
life.
Indian scalp the white man, eh? You better stop that. Don't forget the Indian scalp the white man.
Welcome to Freedom March. Call your life. You ain't black? Let's go to the Cracker Barrel then. Welcome to Freedom March. Call your life.
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Rodney Mankar.
Hello, my dear.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good
Yes,
evening.
you're live, ma'am. Go ahead.
Good evening, Mr. Mankar.
Good evening, my dear.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Mankar and the spiritual advisor.
Good evening.
Yes. I'm calling, I'm Miss Johnson.
Hello, Miss Johnson.
I'm Miss Johnson.
Yes, tell me what.
Oh, sorry. You know what? Let's do something. Sorry, producer. Let's put that call on hold. Speak with her. Ask her to please turn her radio completely down or off because she's being confused. Give us the next caller, please. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Hi.
Good afternoon, caller. How are you?
Hey, just go ahead, Brother Monica, and yourself, spiritual advisor, thanking you all for the quiz.
Oh,
I dropped off an envelope there for you, Brother Monica.
Yes, we have the envelope, and I decided that the woman will have all the meat.
And all the meat, they born with all the meat.
This is powerful. So we thank you and continue to do that which you have done.
These people
God
are
bless.
safe.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you're live.
Hello?
Good afternoon, caller. You're live.
Yes, good afternoon. I'm calling to say, Mr. Spiritual Advisor,
Yes, ma'am.
you call Mr. Monka hypocrite. But you're too far off because you only talk about issues with people who are not close to you. If you don't know them, you will go ahead and talk about the issue. If you know them, you heard that, oh, let me speak with them privately. That's not what the talk show is about. If people are going to reach out to you and talk about any issues they're having, it's your job to voice that. You can say what you want about Mr. Monka. He might take us for that person, but your voice will be heard. And so when you talk about hypocrite, make sure you include yourself.
Thank you so much,
You have a
caller.
blessed day.
You too. Now, you take care of yourself. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Hey, good day, how y'all doing?
I've heard everything in life now. Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm okay. But these past couple of days, I've been listening to your all show. And I must say, just let me say this. I never hear so much utter garbage coming across the station. I used to like this station because I know you all stand for something, but right now, I can't say I like what you all doing right now.
What is it that we do
you all
not
allowing
stand for?
people to come on with all kind of garbage. What do even concern us in the Bahamas?
What?
And we have people here in the Bahamas who coming from other countries coming here, but you all ain't saying nothing about that. But you all running on with other people's business.
Who come in here?
Concern you all.
Who come in here that you want to talk about?
You know that's what I'm talking about.
No, I don't
you
know.
have Indian people coming here. You got all kind of Venezuelan people coming here. You got other foreign nationals coming here, plus the Haitians them. Okay, and you all ain't saying nothing about that. You all ain't saying nothing about how to get them out of the country, but you all worrying about other people's business.
No,
You
immigration
don't
is
believe?
important.
You don't believe in world news?
Listen to me. I listen to
Immigration is important to all of us.
every day because I don't have anything else to do other than go in my studio and make music, or I listen to world music, world
News.
stations every day.
But we
every day.
But we have to discuss world news.
Listen, man, you could discuss world news and to have these, I don't even know what to call these beaming people who trying to get into people affairs what they can't even vote. They can't even, listen to me, they can't even vote and they get in the
That
people's
is not true.
business.
We have many Bahamians who can vote in the United States.
Yes, but you can't do it.
I never said I could,
Okay, then you can't do it.
but I can campaign and pray.
No, you can't campaign.
Yes, I can.
No, that is not your business.
That isn't true. It
That
is
is
my
not
business.
your business.
Because whoever America elects
I
becomes
have a
the
son-
leader of the free world.
Live in America.
Say it again.
I have a son that lives in America.
I
I,
don't know.
have nieces and nephews live in America.
Well, you
They
think
can vote.
you think I don't have any?
Listen to me.
You don't think I have?
I say you.
You
You
don't-
can't vote.
I cannot vote in America, but I could pray for Donald
But
Trump.
yet still, we have a lot of things going here in the Bahamas.
Like
And we're
what?
running on with these stupid people. We're
Oh,
talking
come
about
on. You
Trump
supporting-
and Harris
you're
and all this kind of
supporting-
stuff.
you're supporting
Stick with the
Kamala.
Bahamas.
Tell this
Try to
Negro
get the
man
Bahamas
I say
clean.
goodbye. I suspect you support Gown Slate. That's what it is. You ain't saved.
Oh, Jesus Lord. No, man, don't do that.
He's not saved. This is a democracy. America has the greatest campaign and election taking place. They distract me. I was here in the Bahamas minding
Yeah.
my business. The next thing I know, millions of dollars are being raised. I'm hearing wonderful debates. Things are nice.
Yeah. We could take another call. This will be the last call for the show, okay? You got 60 seconds. Welcome to Freedom Out. Go ahead. You got 60 seconds, sir.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Now, spiritual advisor, you stop that right there because this is the second evening that you all had me on hold and you all running on with a bunch of stuff on the radio and I
Go to
cannot
your
get
point.
in.
Go to your point, quickly.
This is ridiculous. Don't tell me go to my point.
Go to
Don't
your
insult me, tell me go to my
you're
point.
wasting
Because
time.
the bottom line is you all doing for more now.
Sir, we're on time.
We're not having sufficient a half hour.
Okay, Monday
Okay,
I
I don't
promise.
appreciate that. Don't tell me you go to my point.
Monday we will give you more
More
half
time.
hour.
Every day is the same thing.
We are
And
more-
Monday might never come.
Okay, so go ahead. What you called for? What's your point?
Look, you know, don't say nothing this evening. You do what you do. I'm not talking this evening.
Okay.
Okay, you take care of yourself then.
You know, you reminds me of some of my people
Lord.
who came out of OCAP IT.
But you know, let's be sensitive then, and I understand.
Spiritual
He's
advisor.
been on hold.
He's anti-Trump.
But the cause has just been overwhelming
He's
today.
anti-Trump.
But listen, let me say this to the public. Listen, we have a lot of issues going on in the Bahamas, and I agree. And we try to every day to deal with these issues, from immigration to crime, the economy, all these things. But let me just say this much. I may not live in America, but I can tell you this, whatever happens in America would directly affect us. And so, yeah, I'm concerned about this election because I can tell you wherever this election goes, it will affect the Bahamas.
Don't ever forget it, Negroes.
All right?
All right.
And that's my 5 cents.
And if you don't believe me, ask the government when Obama came to power what he did with bank secrecy. You hardly could hide your money here now. Okay? But a return of Donald Trump. The Republicans, they love hiding money in the Bahamas. Okay? The Republicans has always been for us. I appeal to the Negro people. Donald Trump is our man. Vote for Trump? Yes, indeed. Donald knows what the poor man needs. Vote for Trump. Yes, indeed. Trump knows what black people need. You hear me? Trump.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
Trump. Don't forget, everybody.
If it's the Lord's will, we'll be back.
God save the king. It's powerful.